Okay, as I said before, in our today's class, we are going to start Unit 3, Lesson A. So Lesson A is split in two parts. In the first part, we're going to talk about different ways to identify who someone is and where something is. Okay? If you look at the unit goals, my friends, you will find that the goal is that. So now here we discussed that these people that are here, of course, these people that are here are in a cafe. The cafe is the place where these people are to talk about, I don't know, different topics like life, education, things like that. This is actually a picture taken in Montevideo, Uruguay, and people are talking about a cafe. Now look at the man that is there. Here we have Carlos, and here we have also a Luisa, okay? So if I want to identify who someone is or where something is, we have to use certain grammar rules that are used in English to do this. Maybe some of you are familiar with this. For others, this is a new topic. So don't worry, today's class, we're going to talk about it and let's get started. So we have two people here, Carlos and Luisa. Now, for example, if this person that you see there, if you look at that part, there is a man that is like doing this. He's trying to talk to the waitress. Maybe let's suppose that this person is asking, who is Carlos? And what do you think is the answer to say who Carlos is? So if you want to identify a person, you can talk about this person with physical appearance or maybe with the clothes that this person is wearing at the moment. So if we're going to talk about Carlos with the thing he's wearing, we can talk about the blue color. What kind of clothes is in blue? What's the word for the thing that Carlo is wearing? Hello?
T-shirt.
A blue t-shirt, very good. He's wearing a blue t-shirt. That's right. So now, who is Carlos? Carlos is the man next to Laura. This is another way to identify who someone is. Just saying the location. I mean, you can say the location where the person is, and that's a good way to talk about it. So, for example, who is Carlos? Carlos is the man next to Laura. Or, as I said before, you can also use the color of the clothes. In this case, is about the blue t-shirt. Look at this part. It says, he's the man by the table. So the word by and the word next to is all about location. So you can identify a person just by saying where the person is. Look at this part that says here. Location prepositions indicate where the person is. So you can say, for example, he's the guy by the table or next to the window. Look in this example, we have Carlos. Who is Carlos? Carlos is the man next to Laura, or he is the man by the table. Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Look at the next example that I'm going to share right now, friends. What about Luisa? Who is Luisa? She's the girl with the long black hair. If you can see the girl there, it's like with this long black hair. Or you can also say she's the girl with the glasses. If you look at closely this picture, you're going to see that this woman is wearing glasses. So if you want to identify who someone is, just with the things this person is wearing, you can use, in this context, to talk about physical appearance, you can use the word with, for example, with the glasses or with the short hair, with the long hair, with the, I don't know, I would say with the ponytail and things like that, right? Now, look at more examples about this. Talking about Carlos, if I want to talk about Carlos' clothes, you can say he's the man in the blue t-shirt or with the blue t-shirt. In other words, to talk about clothes, you can use in or with, okay, to describe what someone is wearing. Who is Carlos? Carlos is the person or the man or the guy or the teacher or the engineer in the blue, I would say, t-shirt or with the blue t-shirt. So if you want to identify who someone is, so far, hasta el momento, you can use the following things: clothes, physical appearance, or location. Teacher, are there other expressions? Are there other location expressions? The answer is yes. So class, what other location expressions do you know? For example, when somebody is between two things or two people, we use the expression between. When somebody is like this, we can say in front of. When we're talking about this, we can say, what is the word about this part? My class.
Behind.
Behind, very good. Behind, next to, or the word by. Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's practice. Look at these two people that are here. This is, this one, hey, do you see the mouse? Allá donde están, ¿se ve el mouse mío? ¿Sí?
Yeah.
¿Se ve el mouse?
Yes, teacher.
¿Dónde está mi mouse ahora? ¿En qué parte?
En la
Estoy sin...
cabeza.
¿Cómo?
The head of the man.
Muy bien. Now I'm just here with the two people and I'm just here in this part. So let's imagine that this person that is here is Jose. And this is Sebastian. Now, let's put into practice the following things. So now, who is Jose? Identify who Jose is. Give me examples, please. I listen to you.
Jose is in front of Sebastian.
Okay,
By the
Jose
way,
is the man in front of Sebastian. Very good. What else? Tell me more. What about physical appearance? Who is Sebastian? Who is Sebastian? Physical appearance. What's the word for bigote in English?
Sebastian is the man with black t-shirt.
Okay. Physical appearance. Tell me about bigote. What's the word for bigote in English? Carla, how do you say bigote in English? The word starts with G, comienza con G.
Mustache, ¿no?
Ah, yeah, that's right. Mustache. Mustache.
He's the man. Mustache.
Tienes que utilizar donde dice physical appearance. Puedes usar with, la palabra with. Es que se suena redundante. With
He's
a
the
physical
man
appearance.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's the man with mustache.
with the mustache, that's right. No tiene como, yeah, with the mustache. That's right. Okay, is that clear right now?
Yes,
Bien,
teacher.
entonces en su libro, in your book, está esta página. más exactamente, para ser precisos, momentito. Esta página es la que está aquí. This one. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about this picture. Before continuing with the PowerPoint presentation, let's do an activity here. The activity is really easy. We are going to identify which ones are verbs and which ones are nouns. Now, before telling me about this exercise, I want you to share with me what is the difference between a verb and a noun.
A verb describes an action, and a noun describes a thing.
Just a thing? It can also describe people, animals, or things. Can you give me examples of verbs and nouns, please?
I discuss with my mother because she doesn't take my cell phone.
Your what?
She doesn't. ¿Cómo se dice devolver?
¿Cómo?
How can I say devolver?
Devolver de give me back something? Return?
Give me back my cell phone.
Okay. Muy bien. That's right. You are actually right. So look at this part. Here we have a list of verbs and a list of nouns. Look at the verbs: argue, converse, chat, gossip, talk, discuss, share. With nouns, what is the noun form of argue? Is argument. About this one is conversation, chat, discussion, and talk. Finally, we have the word gossip. Do you know the meaning of all of these words?
Gossip.
The gossip, I don't know what is the meaning.
Gossip es como chismosear. ¿Ves? Un chisme sería gossip. Acá gossip está como verbo, sería la acción. ¿Ya?
Okay.
What is the difference between argue and discuss? So algo importante antes de comenzar con esta parte. What is the difference between argue and discuss?
Será que puede ser como uno está argumentando, pero el otro es como más ofensivo. De discusión. Puede ser.
Yeah, actually the word, como sustantivo, a discussion is when
Teacher,
a group of people, yes.
teacher, yo también escuchaba como gossip atrevido.
Ah, sí, claro. Es que esa palabra tiene diferentes significados, pero en este contexto es de chismosear.
Okay.
¿Ya? Pero tú estás en lo cierto.
Ajá.
This word has different meanings. Bien, entonces, ahora sí, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. I think that maybe we need to clarify that part. So let me show you here the internet browser. Let me open the internet browser. Now let me open word reference because I want you to be clear with these words. It's very important to know the meaning of these words before, I would say, starting with this part of the lesson. So the first one is discuss. D-I-S-C-U-S-S. So we have the first one. So the first word is discuss. Let's listen and repeat.
Discuss.
Muy bien. Discuss. Okay, talk about something. Es como analizar ideas, puntos de vistas, right? That's when you talk about different topics. For example, this action is very common at the university. When you are in a class or in a lecture, listening to your professor, and then you want to talk about that topic in the class, you have to discuss with arguments. That's the word, with arguments, with facts, with information that is true and reliable in order to talk about it. Okay? For example, if we're going to talk about language acquisition. Language acquisition is how do people learn a language? So people learn a language like this. Okay, according to Stephen Krashen, okay, Stephen Krashen, the linguist from the United States, he says that if a person wants to learn or acquire the language easily, this person needs to be exposed to understandable information. So he calls this information input. So you have to be exposed to understandable input, which is the information that is understandable for you. It could be a song, it could be, I don't know, a magazine, it could be whatever type of information. So the information has to be meaningful, but also understandable. So when people are exposed to this information that is understandable, people can acquire or learn the language easier or than the situation in which you are not understanding the information that you are, of course, receiving. So in other words, according to Stephen Krashen, if you want to learn or acquire the language, you have to be exposed to understandable information. Okay, so this is a discussion. I'm discussing ideas about something based on facts, theories, and also, I would say they have arguments. Okay, I have these ideas about this. Entonces, miren, es hablar de algo con argumentos, con soportes, ¿ya? It could be whatever source, a newspaper, a book, an author, and stuff like that. So that's the word discuss. Ahora, viene la palabra argue como verbo. Argue. Sorry. La palabra argue es todo lo contrario. Argue is a synonym of like fighting. It's when you start to fight with a person because you agree or disagree with something. Examples of this verb, it's the activities that you find on Facebook. When somebody posts something about politics, you can see in the comment section and also with different influencers or Instagrammers who post a video in which they start to argue. Okay, they argue, in this case, politics. Okay, será como discutir, ¿ya? Discutir en el sentido de pelear. So they argue about politics. They argue about different things. ¿Me hago entender? Como discutir, pero no, o sea, de pelear así rabioso. You know, because as a teacher, I cannot talk about politics in my class because it's a controversial topic. Pero si ustedes abren Facebook y buscan un post de algún político de aquí, van a encontrar muchas personas que están arguing about that thing. ¿Me hago entender? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
El otro ejemplo es cuando el novio y la novia se empiezan a decir de hasta lo que se van a morir. No es que tú, no es que yo, es que ti, que tú, que pito, que flauta. Eso es an argument. Y el ejemplo de discuss como verbo es en un salón de clases donde cada estudiante o cada persona da su punto de vista a favor o en contra de algo con argumentos, con bases. ¿Ya? Es la diferencia. Y la otra casi se me escapa, gossip. Gossip, que es la que estamos como sustantivo. Me están diciendo que gossip as a noun has more than one meaning. Okay, remember that gossip as a noun is chisme. Es un chisme, un rumor. ¿Ya? O alguien que es chismoso. That's the word gossip, okay? And look at the list of words that you can use with gossip. So gossip in this context is about chismear. You know, that's basically the thing. Now that you have cleared this, let me go back to the PowerPoint presentation and you will understand better this part. Now, we are talking about different ways to identify who someone is. And the next way is using a verb in ing form. If we use these verbs in ing form, the verbs you see here, like argue, converse, chat, gossip, talk, discuss, and share, in ing form, like arguing, chatting, gossiping, talking, discussing, etc., you are going to identify a person just telling what this person is doing. So if you use a verb in ing form, you basically identify or say what the person is doing. For example, look at the picture of the two kids. What are they doing? Are they arguing or are they discussing? What do you think? They are arguing about something. They are not discussing something. Let's say that they're talking about let's say video games. They're talking about video games, and let's say that one of these guys was using his brother's video game console without permission. And then when this person knows that his brother was using or playing video games without permission, then we start with this argument. And of course, the action that they are doing is arguing about the Xbox or PlayStation console. Okay? So now we know that these two people are arguing. So now look at this. See, if you want to identify a person with a verb in ing form, also known as a present participle, it's because you want to describe what someone is doing or also wearing. For example, he's the man standing by the table, talking to the woman or wearing a t-shirt. Let's talk about what they're doing. So what are the two brothers doing? What are the two brothers doing? Just because I can't write, oh yeah, I think I can write here. Let me see. Let me see if it's possible. Yes, it is. Excellent. Perfect. So let's see who are the two young boys. Who are the two young boys? Let's put into practice what you see here. phrases with a verb in ing form. Who are the two boys? Class, help me to write the sentence. For example, this person that is here is Gustavo. And this one is Jairo. Now, who is Gustavo? Who is Gustavo? Or who are Gustavo and Jairo? Remember that they are arguing about video games. So who are Gustavo and Jairo? I want to listen to your ideas to write the sentence. Please participate and tell me.
Brothers.
Okay, Jairo and Gustavo are the boys. Ajá. Action. ¿Cuál es el verbo que dijimos que está aquí? Argue. ¿Qué tengo que hacer con el verbo argue? Arguing. Hello.
Argument.
Ajá, arguing. Continúen. ¿Los escucho?
Discussion.
No, recuerden lo que acabo de decir. Aquí la palabra discuss como verbo no sirve. Discuss es cuando dos personas hablan sobre algo teniendo en cuenta bases o puntos a favor o en contra. Es una discusión más académica. De acuerdo a fulano de tal, la paz se consigue de esta manera, así asado. No, pues yo no estoy de acuerdo porque según la Constitución, según esto no es así por esto y esto y esto. Esa es la acción discuss. La palabra argue es lo contrario. ¿Tú eres un tonto o qué? No podemos conseguir la paz, es algo imposible. Tú cállate la boca porque eres tan sapo. Eso se llama argue. That is the difference between argue and discuss. ¿Me hago entender? Entonces, la palabra discuss aquí no encaja según la imagen de Jairo and Gustavo. So now, tell me.
Argue because
Mira lo que dice acá. Phrases with verb ing. A present participle can describe what someone is doing or wearing. He is the man standing by the table, talking to the woman, wearing a t-shirt. What are the verbs in ing form? Standing, talking, and wearing. So here we have the verbs in this page. Argue, converse, chat, gossip, talk, discuss, and share. So now, according to the picture, they are arguing. So Jairo and Gustavo are the boys arguing, ing form. Arguing, or the word argue, can be used with the preposition. What preposition? In, on, or about?
About.
About. Muy bien, about. Arguing about what?
The dangerous.
Okay. Now, la otra parte dice, a present participle can describe what someone is doing or wearing. Look at the next picture. There are two people who are hiking in a place in the world. So let's say that these people are hiking. So if I want to use this theory, I can say, let's say that this guy is Oscar, and this is Felipe. Now, who is Oscar? You have to see what kind of clothes are easy to spot according to the picture. He has something in green. What is that thing that is in green?
A sweater.
A sweater. And what about this heavy thing that this person is carrying? What is the name of that heavy object?
The backpack.
The backpack. So you can if you want to use these phrases with ing, el backpack, el verbo sería como carry, llevar. And with the sweater, the appropriate verb is wear. So, who is Oscar? Tell me about Oscar. Oscar
is wearing a blue, green sweater and taking a backpack.
Oscar is the man wearing a green sweater. Very good. Or also, you can say carrying a backpack. A blue backpack. Yeah? Puede decir wearing a green sweater or wearing or carrying a blue backpack. Let's use the action. What are they doing? They are sharing moments. They are talking about something. So, according to this, who are Oscar and Felipe? Oscar and Felipe are the people. Aquí, vamos más por acá. Talking about hiking. Bien, entonces, para hacer un resumen, if you want to identify who someone is, where someone is, or what someone is doing, you have to use those, I would say, theories. For example, if I go back to the PowerPoint presentation, the one I shared with you before, you're going to notice that you can talk about location, you can talk about physical appearance or clothes. And also you can talk about what these people are doing by using a verb in ing form. Okay, before closing this thing, remember that the verbs to identify someone or to say who someone is are argue, we have converse, chat, gossip, and talk. Okay, we use these ones. You can say, for example, argue about something. Argue con una persona sería argue with someone, talk with someone. But also you can say talk to someone. Okay, it's possible. Share something or share something with someone. Okay, share this message with the students. Okay, discuss about education with my students. Sorry, discuss education with my students. Ahora, chat about education, talk about education, gossip about celebrities. Yeah? And now look at the nouns. What are the nouns? Argument, conversation, chat, discussion, and talk. Okay? So, is there a question about this? Una pregunta, duda, inquietud?
For me, no.
¿Cómo?
For me, no.
Okay. Bien, la única forma de comprobar que todo esté bien es a través de ejercicios. Ya vamos a hacer los ejercicios, pero antes de hacerlos, quiero tomarle un pantallazo a esto para que quede también como evidencia. Tómenle un pantallazo a esto. De todas maneras, yo estoy grabando el video y se pueden ver la repetición. Y también de la otra parte, que es esta. Antes de tomarle, déjenme borrarle aquí para que se vea bien. Ahora sí. This part and the another one. Bien, right now, let's continue with the exercises. Some comprehension exercises. Bien, entonces, gramática en contexto. Grammar in context. Look at the conversation between Anna and Jared. They are talking about a person, and you know, the way they talk about this person is by using the grammar that we are studying today. So let's do this part like this. We're going to listen and read at home in order to check the pronunciation. So let's start. Listen and read.
Oh, look! There's Gloria Ruiz. Do you know her?
No, I don't. Who is she?
She's the VP of Marketing for Global Industries. She's standing right over there.
Is she the tall woman in the sweater?
No, Gloria is the woman with glasses. She's chatting with the man in the suit.
You know, I am looking for a job.
You should talk to her. Maybe she can help you.
That's a good idea. Thanks. Excuse me, Ms. Ruiz? May I interrupt for a moment? My name is Jared Levy.
Okay, what are the different ways that these people are using to talk about people, to identify who someone is, or where this person is, or what this person is doing? I want you to tell me and share with me the different examples, please.
Is she the tall woman in the sweater?
Excellent. Is she the tall woman in the sweater? It's talking about clothes. Very good. What else?
Gloria is the woman with glasses.
Okay, that is all about?
Physical appearance.
Could be physical appearance, a physical trait, or also, yeah, that's basically physical appearance. And what else?
She's chasing with the man.
The man in the suit. That is what the person is doing. That's excellent. Now,
And
two
she's
volunteers.
standing. She's standing
Standing
right
is
over
all
there.
about location. Very good.
Location.
Standing. Then now, two volunteers to practice the conversation. Where are the volunteers?
Me?
Okay, Andrés Pájaro, and ¿quién más?
Yo, profe.
And Alejandro, muy bien. Start.
Oh, look, there's a Gloria Ruiz. Do you know her?
No, I don't. Who is she?
She's the VP of Marketing for Global Industries. She's standing right over there.
Is she the tall woman in the sweater?
No, Gloria is the woman with the glasses. She's chatting with the man in the suit.
You know I'm looking for a job.
You should talk to her. Maybe she can help you.
That's a good idea, thanks.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Miss Ruiz. May I interrupt for a moment? My name is Jared Levy.
Excellent. That is the grammar and context. And now look at the thing that your book offers to understand this topic better. Listen and read.
Participial and prepositional phrases. You can identify people with participial and prepositional phrases.
I'm looking for Lee Moore.
Is he the man wearing the suit?
No, that's not him. Lee's the tall guy with the mustache.
A present participle is a verb plus ing. It follows the noun it's modifying.
My boss is the woman chatting on the phone. Can you see the person standing first in line?
A prepositional phrase starts with a preposition such as in, on, or by. It also follows the noun it's modifying.
John is the man by the door. She's the girl in the glasses.
Okay, very good. Now let's continue with more, some exercises to practice. Look at the exercise B. It says match the questions with their answers. Then use the words that are here to complete the phrases or the answers. Okay, so you have to add here the correct words or prepositions and also verb forms. So let's get started. Let's do this part, my friends. You have 3 minutes to do it. So go ahead.